Good evening, my name is the Ferret on TF2TypeRope.com Project Beta UK, and I'm here with Alarmcopter.
Hello!
Okay, just so you're aware, standard rules apply. If you don't understand my voice, please go to the main menu, go to mute, ear through the X for it, and just shut me up from there. But I have a feeling that most of you won't be doing that anyway, since I invited you all. Now anyway, we're on Hoodoo today. One of my favourite maps of all time, actually, this one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This map, I mean, it kind of seems to be a habit of the maps we commentate seem to be the ones where people just don't like them and they really get just this like undeserved hate. I mean, Hoodoo's great, but people just seem to go for Gold Rush or, you know, Bad Water or something instead. But yeah, Hoodoo's up there with the greats.
The thing I like with Hoodoo is, I mean, this is actually one of the very few, in my opinion, pyro maps. There are maps for soldiers, maps for scouts. This one's a one for the pyros. Lots of secret little tunnels to be an asshole in.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Soldiers on this map, I mean, you can still play it, but no jumpy as you would normally have.
Yeah, this is not one for the soldiers. Maybe one for the heavies. And game starts. So let's switch on the teams here. Well, teams looking reasonably balanced. Red is playing defensively and blue is playing all sorts. So right now I think it's going to banish good old-fashioned skill.
Yep, I've got no problems with either of the teams. Yeah, it could go anyway, and I mean that last game, yeah, everyone was playing pretty well, so this should be a very nicely balanced game.
Let's have a look, see what's going on. Now this is a common problem. Blue can't get out of spawn. This is usually because of the lack of Ubers. Now, I did see one red Uber at the top gate up there earlier, and that just caved that in completely, but can Blue get a breakout here?
I have to admit, the sort of high areas right next to spawn kind of are a little bit conducive to like heavy spam or demo spam, but aside from that, yeah, I mean, yeah, once Blue are out and pushing the cart, then, I mean, it kind of forces Red all the way back to the first point.
Yep. There's a red Uber. Oh man, seriously, who's the medic on this team? I think it's Chuck Stake, their only medic, and he's doing an excellent job. 2 Ubers out in, you know, very quick succession, relatively. But, okay, I think Blue are finally getting their groove on. Just about. Oh, there's the Bloober! And he's trying to run away with it, but he lost the medic. Seriously, Red Pirates are being a menace today.
But aside from them, I mean, yeah, Red has caved completely, so that first point looks pretty much good to go for Blue.
Yeah, now to be fair though, Red put up a good defense. They did stall Blue for a lot of time. So, I would say, in an average way, they actually made a good point of that. It was, they won that first point, really. But now, for the time being though, now, second point we saw from the preview game, you know, the Red team did a much better job from here on in. Now, Blue, what they need to ideally do is get a nice forward sentry emplacement up and going, because actually this is quite a long map, really.
Yeah, I think a lot of people sort of forget how long it is just because there's quite a few twists and turns. It's not like a direct straight line, but I'd say in terms of length, I mean, you know, this is probably a longer push than the first part of Upward, really.
Actually, this is a longer push than the last map of Hoodoo, actually. Last map of Hoodoo is strangely short. Hard mental, you've appeared to go in civilian mode. You might want to retry coming back in. You might have something strange equipped. I don't know what's happening, but sorry man, but I'm afraid you've been cursed with civilianism. This is my life now. Anyway, back to the war. It seems like Red have really, you know, just held this very tightly.
Oh yeah, they've done a very nice job taking that back, and yeah, like you said, I mean, the amount of time that they managed to stall Blue as well was very nicely done. Traditionally, I kind of tend to find that Red have a harder job on payload maps than Blue do. I don't know what you think about that, but that's how I sort of feel.
I think they do. I think this map, though, is specifically quite defensive in nature. It's a tricky map, partially because you've got those... You've got the main cart point, you've got that second point goes up to a ledge, and then you've got a third area which goes right around the sides. And if Red basically block those 3 choke points off, it's an easy way to defend. Now you need to counter that with some good old-fashioned Ubers, push in there and build up a sentry in the good place to cover all of those exits for Blue. But that's what we're seeing here. Maybe, you know, we need to get pro engineer in there and pretty much consolidate the area. Now for the time being, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, Red are doing fine. What do you think Blue should be doing, man?
Well, like you said, I mean, it is pretty much, I'd say, a case of throwing Ubers out. I mean, we, seen some great Ubers from Red side of things, so, yeah, I mean, although Blue now are really getting on with that. It's just a case of numbers, I think.
It's looking good. I think they got them on spawn times, maybe got them on numbers. But yeah, Blue are trying out. Red are trying to defend in a very standard fashion now, which is not working in terms of advantages. And there goes an Uber. It's kind of working. It's moving in. I'm having an eye on Gooders here. He's trying to get around the sides. Burns that sniper.
Ooh.
Oh, Gooders takes that Obsk there. Shout out to Obsk, our intro editor, or maker. Nice work with that, man. But yeah, look at this now. I think Red have turned this around. I think Pitt, they were trying to dance around the car, trying to just like, can I hit me heavy? You can't hit me heavy, and then snipe it. Which is completely anticlimactic, but just hilarious.
It's really interesting, actually, about this map, just the fact that this final push, it's so easy for Blue to make that push. It's a matter of maybe, 10, 15 in-game feet, but it's like the only place where there's going to be Red attacking. So it's a really nicely balanced area to attack, actually.
Oh, there's Zion trying to get in there, trying to work the entire game himself as scout. Thing is that I'm not seeing Blue attack en masse. We're kind of seeing parts of the Blue team come out here and there, not really throw themselves in.
Yeah, well, I mean, they made it around that corner with numbers, and it seems odd they haven't tried it again.
Oh, yeah, Dark Soul there. A nice push there from a heavy. Just, thing is, he was trying to kill everything, and there was no support. I mean, where's the rest of the Blue team?
Yeah, I mean, there was an Uber thrown out there as well. I mean, that could have been used to, at least cover up for the heavy and provide some fire on the sidelines. But yeah, they just didn't go for it.
Oh man, I just saw Zion there, nicely pushing the cart. That is dangerously close. Now, if you know how to use this map, that is easily achievable. Because seriously, all Blue.
Yeah, by the way, Red are sort of defending now. This could be very easy for Red to sneak or Blue to sneak it in.
Yeah, try and do that. Sorry, for Bojel, if you're stuck on Civilian Man, you're going to have to possibly come out the game completely. But before you do that, switch to a completely vanilla loadout. That should help. You got to come out the game and relog back into the server. I'm sorry about that, but that's the only way we can see about making that work. And nice work there from Trotim. It's very rare we actually get like a double kill from the sniper like that in this game. Because you hear it once. I mean, I got the very rare time of actually getting a triple kill with the Machina, and the sound went wild. But one thing I'm seeing here, man, Red are really trying to hold that car, and it's down to Obs literally just getting knives and making it work.
Yep. Oh, it's looking very good for Blue. Oof.
Party Martin there. I saw it on Harvest last time. That guy does really go in for points. Oh, this is looking grim though. I mean, this is looking very tight. Ah, Zion there fluffs his landing, but can he nail it? Oh, wow! He just dies on the point. That was what a win.